What's going on, great peoples? Welcome back to another update. I got a lot to share with y'all today. We're going to try to run through it quickly and concisely. So let's get started. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel so you can follow my videos. And not only can you follow the videos, I want you to be a part of the coalition. I want you to be a part of my team. I already got a few people who I've been playing with, and we have become good teammates. And they can be my reference to say that, I feel like I'm a good person to play with. I think I play with a certain level of integrity and fairness. I feel like I'm fit in every situation. As you can see, I'm not bragging, but I'm in first place in regards to our coalition. Not to say I'm better than anybody on this team, but it goes to show that at least if you're going to say you're a leader or anything like that, you should show what you're doing from your standpoint. Meaning I can't be in last place in the coalition and still act like I'm a leader. You know what I mean? Then I would have to fall back. So I just like to be able to stand my ground, be able to show why I do what I do, show that I do have the skills. I'm very consistent. I'm always going to be with one of the top players in the game. So I'm not bragging. It's more so I'm that kind of player that when you play with me, you got a good teammate. You got somebody who's going to push forward and help you advance in this game. All right. So with that being said, let's start on this left side here. I always like to start on the left side and work our way around. All right. I want to first and foremost, I got to give DeMarlon and South Nigeria credit for clearing those islands. That's very vital. So we was able to clear those islands, and as you can see, we're making our way through Senegal, and so we're just wrapping this little area up right here. Nigeria, I would say, need to go ahead and snatch these guys on up before they get any more troops to come up on this island, on these provinces. But I'm sure I have confidence in when you playing this game, guys. Let me also mention something else. It's a thing called confidence. I have a lot of confidence in Nigeria right now. I think Nigeria is going to be that guy on this left side who's really going to help me deal with this whole Abruzzo situation. So I have no doubt. That's why, as you can see, I didn't take the opportunity to come here and go after these real quick to close it out. No, I know he's going to take care of that. So I'm going to go ahead and push forward to the left while Nigeria is able to go ahead and take care of that. And I love how our front line looks right now. We got troops everywhere on the front line. So there's no room for anyone to get behind our defense line. And that's something I want to stress to my team also, is we do not let anyone get behind us at all. That's where the trick is. No one gets behind us. As you can see, DeMarlon, I love it. I see DeMarlon up here. He about to get busy. Start getting some of these provinces here. I love it. That's what we need. We need everybody to keep pushing. I see you over here again, DeMarlon. So let's work, man. Let's work. And of course, we got plenty more coming from the bottom here. So we got reinforcements on the way. Check out my boy Nigeria right here. He got some planes. Sitting here waiting. We're gonna need it. Looking very strong, looking very good. And what was happening, guys, is after I show you what we got, I'm gonna show you what the opposition team has that we have to look at and be prepared for. Go ahead and land these airplanes now. My airplane's been in the air doing their thing, but let's go ahead and give these guys a parking spot here. Alright, let's sit those guys on down. And guys, let me help you out here. I will be doing a tutorial, or I will be explaining in this game how to maximize your airplanes, your fighters. I will show you how to use it and how to maximize it, because one thing about it, it takes a lot of resources to build a bomber. So you don't want to lose bombers too easily. You want to hold on to them and protect them at all costs. So I say that to say, I will show you guys why these bombers are so important and why you want to accumulate them and protect them throughout the game. All right, as you can see here, we got Ubang Shari. He's making the move towards North Chad. I think I mentioned that to him. Why not just make that right? So good job, Shari, by taking that consideration. Let me see here. South Nigeria. Just so you know, my artillery are there to support. I won't take the provinces. Oh, okay. Well, let me go ahead and just take it then, if that's the case. I thought he wanted those provinces, but let's do this then. Dang, I wish I'd have knew that before I jetted off, but we'll get it. We have no problem with scooping these provinces up now. Even though I thought that was very generous of Nigeria, but Nigeria, I want you to get strong, and I want Nigeria to get what he deserves, because he worked that, and he deserves to get those provinces. But at the end of the day, he may have something. He may just want to sit still here and look at something else. I don't know. So I'll back him up in whatever he decides he wants to do in that area. That's just good teamwork, and it just goes to show what I was just saying about Nigeria. I can count on that guy. I can count on Nigeria over here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and push those guys forward to get those. We don't want them to just leave them open. All right. And let me let him know I wasn't sure, and so I'm at least now that I'm sure he doesn't mind me going to get those. Let me just send him a message. I think Nigeria realizes that as I get strong up here, you guys are gonna get strong, because I gotta face this crazy guy over here. That's who my concern is, not my teammates. So yes, as I'm able to build up and get stronger here, yes, I'm gonna be able to do some things that's gonna throw Mr. Abruzzo off his game. I got some tricks up my sleeve as well that I haven't disclosed yet. So we're gonna deal with Mr. Abruzzo for sure. So let's just keep swinging on over here. We're closing out North Chad. Okay. Moving right along. All right, now this is where it gets interesting, guys. Now I finally have connected, or we have finally connected with old Abruzzo on this side. So he's coming on down here, guys, and we're gonna have something for him once he decides to. As you can see, he split the whole he split south of Jazz just to get close to us. So we got something for him. We want him to think there's not that much resistance coming. He doesn't know we're looking at his whole coalition. We see everything he's doing, and we're going to meet him right in the middle. So the key is, though, guys, is that he has all of these guys just standing still. Standing still. Instead of sending all of that, they're just standing still. And by the time he figures it out, it's probably going to be too late. So he spread it out so wide, guys, that that's the bulk of it there. So that's not a lot of troops to deal with, guys. 400 something troops, 20 horses, 3 tanks, and 8 artillery. That ain't gonna cut it. And then not only that, guys, he has this airplane sitting over here. That's been sitting over here, and he's probably waiting to use that. So we got that in mind as well, and we see this little guy right here as well. What we need to do is sabotage this right here so he cannot move. We need to mess that building up right here, guys. If anybody got some money to spare, I'm gonna put some spies here. I need spies on Rabia. We're gonna stop this guy right here from being able to go anywhere. We're gonna leave him right where he's at. That's the goal right there. Let's stop Mr. Rabia. So if you got any spies, send them there to disrupt the buildings on that province. All right. And so now what we're doing is we decided to let's see here. We decided to go ahead and East Sudan right there. We're going to go ahead and get at Italian Somaliland, but we're going to do it real slow and strategically because really it's a big chunk of land here, and we don't trust Italian Somaliland. Just don't trust them. And this is a big chunk here that is, if he decides to do anything, if he decides to backdoor us or something like that, then that wouldn't work out for us. So I'm glad to see we got troops coming and prepared to deal with him on this end and all these other ends. So we're very. I love the way my coalition is playing on this game. I love it. I love it. My guys are playing smart, strategic. We're being stealth. You know, and that's a good recipe to try to win a game, guys. When you got a team that is on the same page. So he's going to be in trouble in a little while. So I can't wait for all these guys to get where they need to get to over there. We got troops coming, and that works perfectly. I appreciate you, Tanganyika. Thank you, sir, for paying attention and seeing that, yes, we will need your assistance coming up in this area here, for sure. That's why I'm coasting on his little line so we can kind of see what he got over here. Yeah, we're definitely threatening him at this stage, but he's not much he can do about it. But we're a little bit threatening at this point to Mr. Italian Somaliland. And as you can see, guys, being over here has been very rewarding because from what I'm seeing, Mr. Southhead Jazz had no real protection over here. I mean, this guy had all of this stuff wide open, and now I'm just enjoying the fruits of his labor over here. Let's speed him up a little bit. So yeah, we're just going to continue to take these provinces, guys, and go from there. I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't, but we're gonna do it slow because we don't know what Omen got going on over here. Let's see how many people. Oh, he's pretty weak. He has lost 300. He ain't got but 24 provinces. Omen is extremely weak, so we're gonna go ahead and take care of Omen as well. Cause what he got over there? Nothing really. Oh, I got to go get that. That's a pretty valuable little piece of something there. Let's see. Yeah, let's move you over here, buddy. Yeah. I think Italian Somaliland don't understand what's going on. He think we're not buddies, man. So, you know, I'm not here to be buddy with you. I'm here to get this province. That is a major province. That's one thing, guys, you got to be aware of, is provinces that has a lot of resources. And this one certainly has it. So I don't know what Omen was thinking, but we're going to get that. Because he's already at war with all these folks, so we're going to snatch this down here from Omen. So let's regroup. And let's get over there as soon as possible. And then, yes, I'm going to have, how long will it take for him to get there? About an hour and a half. My cruiser should be there. We're going to attack this guy here, get him out of there. And we're taking that province. I'm sorry about the Italian, Somaliland was waiting there. But, man, we don't got time for that. We're going to get that. All right. So that's what we're doing there. And that's really kind of it right now, guys. Everything else is us just building from what we got. Trying to get our provinces and everything a lot stronger, and we're just sending troops up. We, as you can see, we built a pretty decent air force thus far. As you can see, I got 8 over here. Tanganyika got 2. Belgian Congo East got 1. So we're gonna keep building on those, and by the time Mr. Abruzzo figure it out, he's going to be overwhelmed. There's no way he can deal with all of us on this island. I mean, on Africa. There's no way. And if we can kind of break through up here and split this so that these guys don't connect in any kind of way. And right now, I think Abruzzo is under the impression that this is going to be a cakewalk. I don't think he realizes how concentrated we are on what he's doing. And that's the kind of coalition and team you want to have. Right? And I think that is about it for right now, guys. I still got other planes and stuff like that coming. So y'all stay tuned, all right? Because we have not gotten it. This is like the calm before the storm right now. So we really ain't into the thick of it yet. Once we get into it with a Brizzo, that's gonna be the climax of this movie here. So we're getting close to that, and we would love to be able to show you guys how we have defeated this tyrant. I'm sure me and the rest of my coalition, I believe it motivated us, knowing that, I don't know about you, but when I know that someone is trying to cheat me and do underhanded things to me, it motivates me to want to crush them. So that's my goal. I want to crush Abruzzo. Whatever money he spent on this game buying gold, I want to make it a waste of money. All right, so that's the goal. We're coming after you, Abruzzo. That's our mission. All right, so he's our antagonist in this game. All right, so until next time, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. If you would like to join me on the next map, please subscribe. Stay tuned into the videos. I always post up a video letting you guys know when I will join a new game, so that, and I'll let you know exactly how what game it is, what time I'm joining it, where the map is, so you can log in and get on board. Just like my coalition, just like we did on this game right here. You can go back to the first day and see how we got started and how we got all the way up to this point. All right, so I'm glad we got it in chronological order, so you can see the work that we put in on this game to get to this point. It's not easy. It takes some strategy, it takes some trust, but we was able to get it done. All right. Until next time, guys. Peace.